nothing you can't do, that you have to do it. There are no other refusals to do that.
Having agenda for the other, entertain a motion to approve the agenda presented.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. No additions. All those in favor of the agenda presented to you, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or abstaining? First item of business is discussion of road compliance.
Chair, you all received a letter from you based on concerns from, based off of roadway access, Edward Road. At this point in time, we're taking those into consideration. We move forward and talk about the progress on our compliance with the roadways. However, any changes that we have in Edward Road, redirecting 5 scenarios that we proposed with, the board was proposed. The board voted to choose E, which was to allow buses to come off Edward Road and come back to the stop sign. In that process, we had multiple discussions. And in there, Parrish has talked to me. And basically, what has come to fruition is this, is that when option E was selected by the board, as well as the difference of revising some things based off flooring, terrazzo, and all the other options that we had on the table, looking at cost savings to get to the bid process was put in place for the roadway. In that bid process, it exceeded the allowances that we put in place based off the number of changes that we put in place for option E. At this point in time, the allowances average up to $163,000. Basically, here's what I understand, is that during the bid process, the company came in and made the bid. At that point in time, there was changes missing after the bid. They did not bid in those changes, and then when they came back, the allowances exceeded in $163,000. The proposal from Parrish is that we split the process. They will pay $81,570. We will pay $81,557 out of our contingency fund so that we can move forward with this process. This is part of dealing with changes as when you start looking at modifying on-site, off-site facilities, whether it's roadways, whether it's fields, whether it's interior, these things come into play. However, I did not expect them to come into play as fast as what they have, but they have. And in order not to interrupt our timeline and move forward, I wanted to bring that to the attention of the board that we will be using $81,507 of our contingency money that's set aside in order to support the road to be completed. Board have any questions?
What part of the option?
There is none at this time.
Well, I mean, we knew what we did that option that they had a, they didn't accept that much.
That's correct. They made us aware that process, when you start looking at it, it's always an estimate. You get down to the actual bid process. We've made multiple changes and are continuing making multiple changes based off of trying to get the best price and working with Fitzgerald Utilities on many options for sewer, water, and overhead power. And these are the things that we'll finalize as we move along. We have a better idea of what they look like. So I just wanted to bring that to the board's attention. I'll be taking that tomorrow.
You have a motion on that?
No, sir, it's just more of a,
Information, we're going to be putting that out of our contingency.
yes, sir. Just want to keep the board up to date, how I do things.
All right, second item, discussion, surplus property.
Yes, sir. At this time, we do have one of our old trailers that is out by the ROTC. That was one of the trailers that we purchased when we originally were looking at building on the site. We would like to surplus that trailer and put that out there for anyone that wanted to purchase that trailer. That's part of our new process, is bringing it to the board, have it surplus, go ahead.
A public auction?
Yes, ma'am, we would advertise that. As the policy states. Just one. Yes, ma'am. Does it not have AC? That's the only one left, yes. It is not $81,000 worth. I wish it was. We bought it for $1.
I move to surplus the trailer in question, as recommended by superintendent.
Thank you.
Motion second, discussion. All those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or abstaining? Motion carries. All right, I know you sent out a letter about the, school safety zones, traffic zones, that were something this year with the camera and the board was aware, and making it public also.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chair, board members, we are in partnership with Bentonville County Sheriff's Department and our sheriff. And, as we look to increase the safety for our boys and girls, we found that over the past several years, that road is very dangerous. Coming off that hill, coming down to that intersection, and coming from the opposite way, coming from the middle school, and coming back towards town is advantageous of being dangerous also. So under a partnership with the Bentonville County Sheriff's Office and the sheriff, we have implemented what they call red speed. Now, when you go out on your way to the middle school and you get to the dollar store, if you look off to the right there, there's a big box. Right there on the right-hand side, just past the dollar store. That contains a camera. That contains a camera that will monitor your speed, take a picture of you while you're driving, and then take a picture of you as you're going by it and take a picture of your license plate. It will also send you an electronic fine in the mail of $75. The second offense is $125. Then it goes up after that. If you come out of the middle school and take a left and start down the hill, the opposite sign on the left is another box that will get you coming from the opposite way. So in that stretch of roadway right there, they will be progress monitoring it for the safety of boys and girls, for people to slow down and to understand that it's approaching school time. We're just putting that in place with partnership with the sheriff to help make our schools a safe place.
And that's effective as of Monday?
That is effective as of Monday, August 3rd, 2020.
Can I look up with that? How they put that, but.
Get married, do right there.
What Mr. Juan doesn't know is I put one in his mailbox that'll go from his, get him to come through his driveway going up the hill. So, it will be quite a surprise for a lot of people. And I will, again, make that notice aware first thing bright and early Monday. Make sure you understand the place for everybody to know. That was the first couple of people to know very quickly.
Juan wants to know, Wilson, what is the grace period for that?
The grace period is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
This will only be during school hours?
Yes, ma'am. Great point, Ms. Michelle. This will only be for during school hours. So, it will come on 1 hour prior to 1 hour after the start of school. Okay? So, it won't be on all day long unless we get more complaints that the sheriff will have to put that in place. But this is specifically for the school zone that's represented during those two times.
How would it start after school starts? Why would it start after school starts?
We put it in place just to start it when school started because we knew the traffic was going to be very heavy. Plus, we've been working with them to get everything settled and up and running.
That should seem like that should be the time because that's when they're coming to.
It,
Got your kids.
again, it was one of those things we discussed that we're just going to do it with the school zone for the time period of the zone for right now. But that does not mean it wouldn't go into full effect if the sheriff he did for an all-day process.
But this is for the time she's talking about, she misunderstood what you were saying. She thinks you're talking
No,
hours.
he said it was gonna start after school starts.
No, it'll start 1 hour prior and then 1 hour after it'll go to after school.
Basically, when the caution lights are flashing, right?
That's exactly right.
Why
The
don't I-
flashing lights will be on when those cameras are on. Yes, ma'am, Shirley.
So it's Highway 90, but I thought I understood it was also gonna be on Highway 129.
It is not at this time. We will be moving forward to place these in other places with our schools that we move forward.
The tickets are coming out, they're almost going Get off that.
Yes, ma'am, that's exactly right.
Are speed limit signs in place?
Yes, sir. They're already there. Yes, sir.
There's signs up there that says camera, whatever that's called.
That's right. We already have the sign promoting it, the cameras in place, beware. Will the tickets be lost? They're electronic, so, I don't know an answer to that.
Proceed on the fines go where?
To the sheriff's office. The sheriff's office can possibly be, that they can support future construction and
Any other questions? All right, moving to the next item. Have a purchase order to have this for discussion. I'll make a motion we approve the purchase order to Apple Computing in the amount of $21,354 for 601 iPad, or 60 iPads, excuse me. And that's gonna be, in this case, is also to be paid out of the, reading, right, LPGA. Second. Motion second, any discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Any opposed or abstaining? Motion carries. Also for discussion, I make a motion that we approve a purchase order to Apple Video Primary $21,357 for 60 iPads in cases to be paid out of Title V. Motion second. Any discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed or abstaining? Motion carries. For discussion, I'll make a motion that we approve the purchase order to ISL Learning in the amount of $12,400 for a license for math and ELA at the middle school, and this is paid out for.
Out of our, 2150, this is part of our condition of our assessment.
Motion second, any discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or abstaining? Motion carries. For discussion, I'll make a motion to approve the prior action date that we took on July 20 for the purchase order. Museum for Odyssey Wear license for $10,700. And secondly, the high school Odyssey Wear license for $20,500. There's a second. Motion second, any discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed or abstaining? For discussion, I'll make a motion to approve the outside fire action taken on July 22nd. The first order to $2,950,542.20 for purchase of audio and video equipment. So, online classroom or students. Second. Motion second, any discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Opposed or abstaining? Motion carries. For discussion, I'll make a motion to ratify prior action vote on the purchase order to H&S Supply Chain in the amount of $11,250 for 25 water fountain filling stations. Motion second, any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed or abstaining? Motion carries. Moving to personnel.
I apologize. I forgot to say it earlier. Can we insert here a little discussion about classified staff with the participation in coaching to discuss that briefly? Ms. Lyon, Ms. Lyon.
We want,
There's been some issues that it was informed that classified staff could not coach or assist in coaching, after school. There was some legal legalities behind it. And we do have a learning that comes from the found teacher, staff to the teacher. And I think we need to discuss it, Dr. Hill, so we can have some conversation about it, I think the college. And that's what that's about. It was a huge, if we can use it, we can use it. Or if the parents get involved, then our staff will be
Michelle, we talked about this when I first came into the school, about utilizing paraprofessionals and such extracurricular activities. And there was a stipulation based off of a lawsuit that ran into the world before I got we are running into a shortage. That's what it's coming down to. That COVID is a problem, absolutely. But it's not a bigger problem right now as the shortage of staff. I told you for the past 5 years, we're less and less people that want to do extracurricular activities, coach, drive buses. And we have people on staff that want to do those things. And they want the opportunity. Thomas just got back, but we have discussed this thoroughly, along with Dawn, revamping policy, that we would pay these people the overtime for their past their 40 hours that they're involved with these extracurricular duties. It is very wise that we would do it that way. Very cost effective to do it that way. Because the difference is you don't have anybody there. And it's costing us much, much more. So in that process, it does allow the superintendent to put that in place based off the fact that we would pay them under the condition of anything over 40 hours would be overtime. Is that correct, Thomas? So Michelle has been hearing from several people that they would like to have that opportunity. That are employees of ours, and they don't understand why, because all other systems out there do this. Everybody does. We are in dire need of that. So I would like to move forward with that opportunity of revamping the policy to allow paraprofessionals to participate in coaching, extracurricular events, bus driving, whatever it may be. And they would be compensated based off of their overtime, anything after 40 hours.
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, we have, last week, proposed to us that I need to look about this particular. The reason that I remember about the lawsuit, it had to do with limiting the different hourly amounts and wages that we pay people for, whether they're doing a bus monitoring or they're doing, some other duty for us, like some people work in cafeterias, some people work as parapros, and it was the blending of those salaries that created the problem. And you may be right, if we just decide to pay them one set salary and pay time and overtime, we may be fair not only to the individual, but also keep ourselves from being into some kind of conflict with the labor standard type of area.
That's correct, Mr.
So can you bring something so we can take a look at it, or are we in a hurry to do something about it tonight?
We're not in that big of a hurry, but I would like to have something.
And if you don't mind, because Ms. Brooks is absolutely correct, about the issues that took place in that litigation. Most of y'all were here when that litigation occurred. But we just wanna, before you do that, that's definitely up to you all, we just wanna make sure that, we check the provisions of the settlement of that litigation. Because it was filed in federal court and it was settled. Because you remember we had to pay thousands of dollars back to people that had dual roles, just to make sure that there's no prohibition. And then also, if there was a stipulation at that time has expired for us to be able to do what we want to do.
And that's agreeable to that, future meeting, not going to do it tomorrow.
Sounds great. We'll go ahead and get it all together and look at it. But
Shoot for all those meetings.
that's right. I mean, Tony's response and Ms. Shirley's response, when you're paying them, everybody different. That's what caused the issue. But if you pay them based on the fact that they earn their overtime, it's consistent and fair. So that would be the difference in how we can move forward.
But it should still could create a two-tier thing for us, because if we got someone being baseball coach, but they not getting the baseball coach supplement, that could also come into play. So I just wanna make sure that you look at all of those different angles and present us with something that we certainly wanna do right by our staff.
Yes,
There's no
ma'am.
doubt about that. We just wanna make sure that we pass it safe.
That sounds great. Yes, ma'am.
Pay thing, would it also be a policy change?
It would be a policy change. Yes.
Or would that have a first reading and a second reading?
Yes.
So we'll try that for August.
Sure.
We could,
Yeah. I just want to make sure, now we did all of these, votes, and we talked about all of those. Are we now ready to start school? Do our children now have all the things that they need for us to begin Monday? Or will we have to do some more voting in a hurry, over the phone? Okay, excuse me.
Madam Vice Chair, I'm gonna put it to everybody like this. We are starting school Monday, August 3rd. Now,
Fan B and fan A and fan B, we're ready for it.
we are starting face-to-face and online. We did delay a little bit with 612 for Odyssey wear, not because of us, but because of actual Odyssey wear. But it will give those children, 612, opportunities that are online to get the platform set up, to get familiar with everything, and to work out any kinks, and we'll start on August 10th with them. But please understand this, and I'm gonna make a sign and carry it wherever I go. Things are subject to change on a daily basis. Please be patient and flexible, because things are coming up faster than we can prepare for. So therefore, personnel, those things,
Then we might get a request, you know, come out and.
a request email.
Yeah.
Right now, and I really appreciate the board and your flexibility and your patience with us. I know it's a lot sometimes when you're working and we're throwing things out at you, and we ask that it's pretty immediate, but it's that important, or we wouldn't ask you that, because these things have to be put in place, and we're in an ever-changing environment that these things have come about, so we're gonna have to put a little pressure on it.
Well, I guess what I want confirmation on is, we are ready to start with plan A or plan B. If something goes wrong, we have all the equipment, all the software that we need to learning environment.
Surely, we were starting school August 3rd, Monday. We were moving forward face-to-face and virtual. We are also prepared for Plan C at any given time, that if things were to change and we were mandated to go to virtual learning as an entire school district, we could do that without a doubt. No question.
sure, might as well.
Yeah.
We are looking for personnel, we have to get her.
I have,
We've got some interesting projects and some, not to put a vote tonight, but one is that we have a way that seems to be in the old, curtain tax. We also have, the adjacent land, property that we have that's across the street on Chestnut Street, and that property is on, so, we'll be more information about, well, we may actually need to discuss that at a work session. We talked about meeting. The board needs to be aware that there are parties and might be the right time to serve us.
Email,
Correct.
anything else? All right, you're good. All right, I'm gonna make a motion that we approve the notification of fire action vote that was taken on July 17th, July 21st, July 24th, and July 29th for the employment of the personnel that were listed on the agenda. Second. Motion second, any discussion? All those in favor of the notification of the fire action votes that were taken on those days, signify by saying aye. Any opposed or abstaining? Motion carries. I'll make a motion to approve the part-time temporary employment for the month of June for Rhonda Upwork. And we approve the increase in days from 190 to 230 for Krista Jacobs. And we approve the employment of Nikki Johnson, Tim Massey, and David Evans. David Davis. Motion second, any discussion?
Is there any reason for the, increase in days from 190 to 230 days?
Yes, ma'am. Basically, because of COVID, turning us into a technology interface school system. Therefore, in order to be able to handle all of the technology instructional issues that are going on, teaching people how to use programs and all these things, this position is 612 versus another position that's K-5. Person holding the K-5 is would be the same contract, the same position. The person has holding 612.
Any other discussion?
I've got a question. Approve the part-time temporary employment for the month of June. Robert, what is this gonna be a monthly basis?
No, sir, here's what, go ahead, Tom.
Mr. Duncan asked to come to work. Board actually hired Mr. Duckworth effective 7/23. Mr. Duckworth is a CRS retired. We're just asking the board to go back and give him a hire date that will allow us to actually pay him for the days that he worked without jeopardizing his CRS retirement. We'll have to go back and run it. He was hired. You have to have a hire date, you have to link the TRS. Actually pays him child. So he came to work and was on site. In July, he's got about 21 days that he worked for his hire date. He was asking the board to put an earlier hire date so that we can get back in compensation. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Remember, we had the same situation last year. And contracted services. So we had to go back and
All those in favor of those conditions, signify by saying aye. Any opposed or abstaining? Carries. I'll entertain a motion to approve the, ratification of the prior action vote on July 21st on retirement for Chris Clark. Motion second, discussion.
It was a pretty good intensive job position.
One of the most important positions.
I started advertising that.
I mean, we've actually got a transition plan. Last two people retired, in anticipation of moving to the positions. So we're coming back to you in August to do that.
Any other discussion? All those in favor, Motion carries. Motion has been transferred as amended. I see the back row to Middlesex. Here we have fire action groups for resignations. I make a motion to ratify the votes of the District of March 17th, 22nd, 24th, and 30th for those items listed. Second. Motion second. Any discussion? All those in favor, signify by saying aye. Any opposed, abstained?
I abstained from one,
Motion carries. Vote was unanimous for all the Crystal Martin and Evans. Motion carries on all those. Okay. All right, I'll make a motion now after a brief recess and we go into executive session. Litigation with our attorney. Second. Motion second. Discussion. All those in favor, please raise your right hand. We'll stand in recess just a minute.